Hi, in this episode I'm going to share with you my tips on keeping your heads clean and smelling fresh. Hi, in this episode I'm sharing with you our little tips and tricks for keeping this area clean and smelling fresh. So the most important thing is this little baby. So this is the pipe that goes from back of the toilet, back of the heads, right through and into the holding tank. This is what everything that comes out of your body goes into, through and into the holding tank and out to sea. As you can see, this diameter, if I can show it you, is not very big. And everything has to go through there. We personally don't put any toilet paper down, so only things that go in there is what comes out your body, poo and wee. The main problem is not the poo, it's the wee, it's the urine. Now, when it reacts with seawater in particular, it quickly forms calcium deposits, and this diameter goes from being 38mm very easily, very quickly to virtually nothing. And I think we've shown you that in videos previously. So how do we keep this clean? Okay, there are several ways. Number one, muriatic acid. What's that? It's a bottle of stuff that you can buy from the chandlers, and it has about 30 to 40% of hydrochloric acid that fizzes and reacts with the calcium, basically breaking it down so that you can flush it away, and that pipe and the growth and everything that goes inside will break away and disperse. So use that when you can. It's quite expensive. So here in the Med, what a lot of people buy is this stuff here. It's called Alicon. It's a little red bottle and you can buy it in most supermarkets, so it's freely available. This stuff is hydrochloric acid in it, and it contains roughly 15% hydrochloric acid. It'll do the same job. Obviously it's not as strong, so you may want to use it more regularly. We suggest every month. Use this, pour it into the toilet. We use half a bottle, pour it into the toilet, let it fizz, pump a little bit, let it go into this pipe and let it sit for a while. Okay, for a while I mean about 20 minutes. Then pump it through and allow it to go out, and hopefully these deposits will flush straight through. So a very simple test to do is the milk test. Have someone inside the toilet who's going to do the pumping. Have your partner outside on the boat looking for when the milk exits the boat. So get a cup full of milk, pour it down the toilet and start pumping, and count how many pumps it takes until your partner outside can see it coming out, and they will shout to you, now you're counting how many pumps it takes until your urine in effect goes up through these pipes and out of the boat. And that is the absolute minimum pumps that you should do every time you go to the toilet to keep it clear. Another great trick to use on a weekly basis is white vinegar. This can be used at any time. We tend to use it weekly. We pour about a good mugful, perhaps two, enough to fill the bowl, and we can actually leave it in the bowl for as long as we like because it won't damage any of the plastic fittings. So it's up to you. Either leave it in, give it a few pumps, leave it again, or pump it straight through. We're just trying to keep that pipe clear as possible. You can also make sure that your heads will be smelling fresh all winter period by flushing your holding tank out before you come back to the marina to stay over winter. So just use fresh water, fill it up and make sure you flush it right through. So those tips are things that you perhaps already know. But now for my little tips on how to keep the head smelling fresh every day. Number one, keep the window open. Give it some ventilation. Let the air flow through. You need as much ventilation as you possibly can to stop smells festering. So every week, give your heads and the whole area a good clean with your white vinegar. That gets rid of any smells permanently. But then daily, I use these disinfectant wipes. It's very easy, it's very quick, and you can just whip one out and give it a really good wipe around, okay? Absolutely everywhere. I mean walls, cupboards, everything. Use these and keep it smelling fresh and clean. When you clean the toilet, I might be telling you how to suck eggs. Clean absolutely everywhere with the fresh wipe, even under the rim. You've got to get your hands in. I know it's not a very nice job, but you've got to get underneath this rim. We don't put anything other than natural toilet waste into the heads. So the toilet paper that we use has to go into a bin. Buy a nice clean bin. Clean it regularly. But use these bags. They actually are nice smelling bags. You can buy them with a little bit of an aroma. They're available in all supermarkets and they just make it smell a lot better. They come in a little pack like this green one I particularly like, and that is changed daily. This next tip is my absolute favourite and you're going to love me for this one. This stuff smells the best ever. It's called Zoflora. It's very highly concentrated disinfectant, but it smells gorgeous. So you can either put it into a spray bottle and use this to wipe down everywhere, but my tip for you is to use it neat with a little bit of cotton wool, dab it on, and I actually put it anywhere that your nose will smell, in particular at the height of your nose. So I'll do it all here. I'll wipe it down. I'll even do it on the door entry, because as you come into the door, you just get this beautiful, nice smelling linen fresh fragrance. And finally, a nice little tip for you as well is to leave a little bit of water in the bottom of the heads. Of course, not when you're sailing, but just a little bit of, it's like a film that it will keep any smells that would come up from the heads out into the atmosphere. Just keep that little bit of water to stop it coming up. So there you have it, my little tips and tricks. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found some things that you didn't know about before. But if you've got any tips you could tell me about, please leave a comment below and let me know too. Thanks again for watching. Please subscribe. Don't forget to click that little bell there for notifications in the future, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks again. Bye.